What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me on the final episode of the Arsenal beta save. Well, it was supposed to be the beta save, but I enjoyed it so much it has ended up growing legs and walking its way into the main game. If you've been with us for the past couple of episodes, you'd have seen that we have built a team now that has won 3 Premier League titles. Yes, back to back to back. And we have established a team now that is good enough to have made it to a Champions League final. It's not really make or break as to whether this is a success, because I think winning 3 Premier Leagues and an FA Cup with Arsenal has been really good. But we all want to win a Champions League, don't we? We want to go out of this in a blaze of glory. So let's not waste any time. This is it. This is the big one. This is the Champions League final. Here we go then, we have selected our starting 11 for the big one. This is the starting 11 that will represent Arsenal in the Champions League final. We are going to go with Ramsdale in goal. We have Tierney at left back, Gabriel, Scalvini and White will be the centre backs. We have Leon Goretzka in the BWM role, with Pozo on the right hand side. Unfortunately for Bukayo Saka, he got an injury in the build up to this game and will miss the Champions League final. So if we win it, we'll do it for Bukayo. The Mazzala will be Jude Bellingham. We'll have Almada on the left-hand side. Odegaard playing in behind the striker Immobile. And we're going to look to going down Liverpool. So let's jump in and show you what happens in the Champions League final. Come on, Arsenal. Here we go then, let's take a moment to take in these all new match graphics for the Champions League. The official license has been secured for FM23, and as you can see, it all looks so pretty with all of the official graphics and everything. So you can see the lineups on the screens now. Obviously Liverpool going with their favoured formation, and our starting 11 was already announced to you before the start of the game. Players are now making their way out onto the pitch. This is very exciting, isn't it? You can see the Champions League logo proudly on display in the centre of the pitch. And I'm pretty sure if we had the sound on, the Champions League anthem would be blaring out before the start of the final. And finally, we are up and running, and this Champions League final is underway. Nothing really happening in the first 10 minutes of the game, and it's really just flying by. Up to 15 minutes and no chances for either team. Liverpool have had 4 shots now, but nothing worthy of a highlight. We don't seem to be in the game at all. They've got 62% of the possession. Finally have a shot, but it's nothing, again, that is flashing up on the screen or anything that we're going to be able to bring to you. Although now there is something happening. Almeida gets the ball, he plays it forwards, but it's a rogue ball that goes to Van Dijk. Odegaard does get a touch on the ball, but it goes straight back to a Liverpool player. They're in behind, and Declan Rice has hit the top of the crossbar when it was easier to score. All I'll say is thank God that ball went to Declan Rice and not Mo Salah, because Mo Salah would have been smashing it in the back of the net. Considering Liverpool also have Vinicius Jr. and Heung-min Son up top, any one of those 3 would have put the ball in the net, so I am grateful it fell to Declan Rice. So that is probably the quickest first half of football we have had this season. Not a lot happening. 11 shots, 2 on target for Liverpool, 4 shots for us, none on target. We're not playing very well, but the players seem to be okay. None of them are really too tired. Jude Bellingham's had a hard season, so it looks like he could probably do with a rest, but I'm not going to be making that substitution in a Champions League final at half time. If he does continue to drop off in terms of his performance, then we will replace him for somebody else, but I'd rather not have to do that. Looking at us, our best 2 players in that period of the game with Gabriel and Leon Goretzka, so obviously the defensive side of the game is where we are excelling, and Liverpool have made a mistake here. Pozo's played the ball in, and Jude Bellingham has hit the crossbar this time. How unlucky is that? So in real life, both of England's starting midfielders have hit the crossbar in a Champions League final playing for opposite teams. Unfortunately for us, that doesn't even count as a shot on target, and even more unfortunately for us, Max Kilman has gone up the other end. Son with a corner. It's headed in by Kilman. It's 1-0 in the Champions League final. Nobody really marking him on the near post. There's lots of bodies around, but nobody really going to do anything about it. Pretty unfortunate for us, and it means that Liverpool now have the lead with 15 minutes of the game to go. So let's try and make some substitutions to influence the game. Who can we bring on? Let's go with Saliba for Benjamin White because he's looking tired and he's on a yellow. Julian Brandt can come on in place of Jude Bellingham because he's running on empty. And then we've got Dybala who can come on the left hand side for Thiago Almada. Have got Pozo also looking pretty tired, so I'm going to play Gabriel Jesus in an unfamiliar position to him, but obviously having him on the pitch might help us to try and influence the game even if he's out of position. Although looking at it, it's just flying by again, nothing much is happening. We've had 10 shots and not a single one on target in the entire game. Surely the game is going to give us one chance where we can try and capitalise on something that we have made for ourselves. Ramsdale has the ball, plays to Scalvini, Odegaard back to Gabriel. Is there a mistake coming here? Dybala gives the ball away. It's taken by Gray, but Immobile steals it. He's gone to ground. Gomez is the last man, and Joe Gomez has now got himself a red card. So at this point, where is the tactics? We are very attacking at this point. We're going to have to try and throw everything at it. And unfortunately, even though they were down to 10 men right at the end, Liverpool have broken our hearts and our dreams of winning a Champions League in the save with Arsenal. Pretty crazy, but looking at the stats, can't deny Liverpool were the worthy winners. And there they are, lifting that Champions League trophy aloft. Should have been us. Still, can't complain. We have had an absolute fantastic first FM23 experience. It started off in the beta, as I said, and it was going so well that we decided to just continue and extend it on into the full game. I have enjoyed every single moment of managing Arsenal, all the way from building the squad from the very first episode, all the way to signing Julian Brandt, all the players and putting them in the positions, building the tactic and building the club back up to where it has been in the past. Obviously, Arsenal haven't won the league, I think, since the mid-2000s. I think that's right. I think it's the mid-2000s. They haven't won the league since. So to be able to go and win 3 Premier Leagues back to back is a big achievement. And I really have enjoyed the time managing Arsenal. So that is it. That's the final episode, all wrapped up and complete. Unfortunately, we can't win the Champions League in the last episode. It would have been a dream to have gone out on a high, but we couldn't do it. It's really unfortunate, but as I said, this save has been an overawing success. It's definitely a platform to build for the FM23 content going forwards, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it. So for this one, I'm going to wrap it there. Don't forget, check out everything else on the channel. Hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the notification bell to not miss another episode of anything that goes onto the channel. But for this one and for the Arsenal save, thank you for watching. I'll see you on another video soon.